going on, YouTube? I'm back with another video. I know y'all was liking my last review, so I had to do another Ryker review, man. So this gonna be the Ryker review 2025. Okay, so the last time I talked to y'all about this Ryker, right? I was kind of new at buying this Ryker. You know what I'm saying? I had fun with it. I'm still having fun with it. I can't wait for the summer. Probably got a new Ryker coming soon. But since I last made my last Ryker review, y'all should know what that means. That means it's about to cut off. I put it in the last review. But I got this bike up to the top speed of about 110. I've been maxing out about 110. As of right now, I do got my vlog camera, which I'm recording on now. But I think this bike can go faster than 110. So, I don't know, I'm gonna make a couple more videos, expressway rides, and then try to get back with y'all, man. But for the last past 3 videos I did, vlogs, I only been able to get this bike up to 110. But, as y'all know, this Ryker does have sport mode. A lot of Ryker rallies don't have sport mode. Which I said before, this Ryker is a 900, which is the smallest size engine you can get that will have a sport mode capability on this type of bike. Which this is just a plain Ryker, it's the base model Ryker. So, with that being said, if y'all did some research if you're interested in buying a bike, you got the 900s and you got the 600s. 600s do not come with sport mode. So, you know, if you're trying to race somebody that got a Spider, you're gonna be left way behind. But man, back to this bike. I haven't did any mods to this bike as of my last video. This summer I plan on probably painting it and putting some more stuff on this bike. But as of right now, I haven't did anything to it. In the meantime, between time, y'all go subscribe. got my Ryker out, man. Hope y'all ready for this review. Doing a 2025 Ryker review on my 900 Ryker. So, I made a Ryker last year when I first bought this bike. And since then, man, the top speed I've been able to get this bike, let me cut it on. Top speed I've been able to get this bike up to about 110 miles per hour on the expressway. Still a cool bike. I got mods coming for this bike. I got people still commenting on my last video, let me know they're buying a bike. And if y'all ever in Georgia, man, you ever in Atlanta, man, don't hesitate to reach out to me, man. But we're gonna go ahead and start this review off. So, once again, like I stated, this is a Ryker 900. You can see right there, 900. This bike does have sport mode. Top speed so far, it's gonna be about 110 miles per hour. I haven't maxed it out faster than that. It's my gauge cluster here, where you have different options. Autonomy, which you would actually put your bike in sport mode, as you see here. So, the Ryker 600s, man, that's been the talk of the talk for pretty much a year now. I know a lot of people who have Ryker 600s, and you know, they're cool bikes. It's not much different on these bikes. Only thing that I can say that are the major, I guess, different in specs would be, I mean, for one, the speed, and the other thing is those bikes just don't have sport mode. But besides that, I mean, they're pretty much the same exact bike. They're very identical. You wouldn't know riding down the street if this was a 900 or a 600. You know, depending on how I'm riding and how aggressive I'm riding. If I'm just cruising, you wouldn't know that this is a 900 bike. Maybe on the expressway, you probably would know a difference in the speed, how fast I'm going. But besides that, I mean, there's really no difference. You guys, I actually want to paint this bike maybe red. I don't know. I may go red. I might go all white. I don't know. But I'm changing up my color of my bike this summer. Definitely. I'm just getting tired of just looking at the black, all black. And then when it's a little dirty like it is now, it's very noticeable. So I don't wash my bike every time I pull it out. I really can care less. I done had it for a year, so I'm just waiting to upgrade and throw some new things on my bike. But in the meantime, you know, I wanted to give you all some more content of this Ryker. I know it's a lot of people who still hit me up, like I say, let me know they're getting a bike, and I gotta go ahead and get my upgrades on this bike, man. I really do. I still ride it, I still enjoy it, but as of right now, it's not quite hot every day, so I'm not riding it right now. But you know, it's definitely getting warm out here in Georgia right now, so you know, I may jump on it a day or two after work, something like that. But as of daily, right now it's not hot out, so I'm not riding it every day. So that's why it's, you know, a little dirty. I took the car cover off, or bike cover should I say. I took that off today. Y'all should know what that means in the last video, man. It's about to shut down. But I want to give you all a ride on this thing though, man. I know last time, I don't think I rode it at all. So, starting out this review, for people who don't know, this is an automatic bike, so I don't have to change gears or anything like that. The foot peg is down here. which helps me put this bike in reverse, and this will be in drive. Also, another thing, this foot peg right here also has my foot brake, which is right there. So let me get off and show you guys. So when this foot brake's engaged, my lights come on. But overall, man, I'm gonna give you all a ride. I may just ride down the street, just let y'all see how it rides. But I had a bad experience to you guys since I made my last review. I actually got arrested on this bike for riding without a helmet. So that's another reason why it's been, I guess, a while before I kind of made more videos about my Ryker. I was arrested for riding my bike without a helmet, cutting up in traffic, and I ain't gonna lie, man, I kind of, more so than anything, I kind of was embarrassed, man, to just ride my bike every day. I just wanted to kind of give it a break. I felt like I did enough last year riding this bike, man. But I still have fun on it. I'm getting back in the groove of being on it. And just to learn from my mistakes, if I can open this up. I don't know if I can do it with one hand. Just to learn from my mistakes, I do keep my helmet now on my bike. So, you know, I try to learn from my mistakes, you guys. You know, I'm human. Nobody's perfect. But FYI, if you do ride these bikes, you do need a helmet on at all times while operating this bike, or the police will stop you. You know, I just want to put that out there. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, learn from me, man. You guys, if you guys go buy a bike, you know, if you want to have fun, you can have all the fun you want, but just do it the safe way. Be responsible. You know, if you got one of these satchel boxes on the side, just keep your helmet in there, so that way, you know, no matter where you're at, if you hop on the real quick and pull off, and then, you know, God forbid you do get stopped, you know, at least you got the helmet on you. And for my situation was a little different. I didn't have my helmet on me at the time, so, you know, I did get arrested. But it's another thing too. This is my key fob for this bike. As you see, I just took it off. My bike's still running. I can drive this bike, and they're saying check key, if you can see. So they'll still run, you know, just like an old school car. They'll still run. But once this bike stops, that's how you cut it off. Emergency shutdown. Once you cut that bike off, it will not start back up. It's not doing anything. And the reason this light is blinking right here, this is my parking brake light. So for anybody who has an automatic bike, or you're thinking about getting an automatic bike, this would be your parking brake right here. I know when I first bought my bike, I want to say the 2019 versions and older, they didn't have these locks right here. You had to put these locks on yourself. I know, I want to say maybe like 2021 and newer version bikes. All of these bikes, they actually install these now, so you don't have to put these on your own anymore like I had to. But the lock itself maybe was like $30. And then to install it, I think it was maybe another $50. But these locks right here is what actually helps people from stealing these bikes. Without this lock right here, you know, these bikes just roll down the street. So with me putting that on there, this bike is not going anywhere. But once this lock is off, I can literally just push this bike. Now, don't get me wrong, this bike is heavy, and I was just doing everything with one hand. But just imagine if somebody late night really wanted to steal your bike, and you didn't have a garage, you know, so just make sure when you buy your bike, like I said, I believe all the new models do have these locks on them now. So I don't think you have anything to worry about. As long as you're not buying a bike older than 2021, you shouldn't have to install that lock yourself. But for the most part, if you do end up buying a cheaper bike, you know, a 21 or older bike, I would definitely look into installing that lock. That would be the first mod I would do. And I haven't heard many people talk about those parking brake locks because, like I said, it's an older feature. But I mean, let's just be honest. Not everybody's buying a new car when they go buy a car. So it's the same thing for these bikes. I mean, I just want to kind of put some type of new, you know, something I didn't probably talk about in the last video. I want to kind of integrate that in this 2025 review. So, you know, this is the only mod that I still have on this bike, which is my cluster Bluetooth, which is very loud. Once again, I did get this installed at Mountain Motorsports where I purchased my bike. Since I installed this Bluetooth speaker, I still have not had any issues as far as battery going dead, as far as bike not starting. It started needing a jump on my bike at all. And that was the main reason why I went to Mountain Motorsports to put my music on my bike. If you go on YouTube, man, I'm pretty sure you'll see people with those massive speakers hanging here, hanging there, all around their bike. But the truth be told, what they don't tell you is a lot of times when their bikes go dead, they need jumps on their bikes, or they keep a battery tender on their bike. And I mean, I had this bike over 2 years now, and I have not yet had any problems with my battery. I haven't bought a new battery or anything. So I recommend, if you want music on your bike, I recommend you going to Mountain Motorsport. And this Bluetooth speaker is made by MTX Audio. You know, I'm not making any money off them, but I do recommend that product. That is a very great product to buy for this bike as far as music wise. Yeah, man, I mean, if y'all looking to get you a Ryker, man, just go and get one, man. They're not very expensive. You know, even if you have to save up for them, you know, you can finance them. I financed this bike when I first got it, which at this very moment, this bike is paid off. Grace of God, you know. But, you know, most of these older bikes, which this is a 2019 Ryker 900, which if you buy, I believe, a 600 Ryker, maybe even 2019, I believe that those bikes should only be maybe $8,000. And it could be less depending on the mileage, just like a car. But I personally, with these bikes here, because they're so fun and people have fun on them, they drive them pretty much every day during the summer, I pretty much wouldn't go under maybe buying it used. You know, I would definitely look at the mileage, but I wouldn't go under maybe like a 2022 at this point. I mean, we're in 2025. So you don't want to go too old when buying these type of bikes, because you don't want your bike to be in the shop. You don't want to be sending it to Mountain Motorsport every 3 months or every year. I mean, they're great bikes. They're definitely an eye catcher. Kids love them. Long as you get your oil changed, they're very easily maintained. You don't have to go get them serviced every year. Long as you don't drive them so much throughout the year. I only got this bike serviced once out of the 2 years that I had this bike. Now the service fee can be a little hefty. You're looking at maybe about $500 to go get your oil changed and get it serviced by Mountain Motorsport. I don't know who else serviced these bikes, but I'm pretty sure there may be other dealers that sell these bikes that you could probably go to, and they may have a better rate to service your Can-Am Ryker. Man, I love this bike. I'm not gonna lie, you guys. I'm just trying to give you all an update, a 2025 update, letting you know I definitely still have my Ryker. I appreciate everybody who subscribed to my channel. Appreciate everybody who's been watching my videos. And this is my 2025 Ryker Can-Am review. If there's anything that you all have questions on about this bike, if I can answer it in the comments, please make sure to leave a comment and I'll get back to you. I'm trying to think if I'm missing anything about these bikes. Another thing, I guess, I don't know if I mentioned in the last video, but these bikes only take premium gas. You can't put regular gas in these bikes. I think I seen that comment in my last video about what type of gas does it take. And this is another thing too, just to kind of show you guys. My gas cap is right here, which I also have a key. I got so many keys. I also have a key to open it, if I can get it open. Oh, the key wasn't all the way down. But, and the reason you're gonna want to put this on there, you don't want somebody, you let ride your bike, right? And just say they go down the street and they're like, oh, it's low on gas, and they end up putting, you know, something else in there besides premium gas, or just anything. I mean, having that key is just another, I guess, safety precaution to have on these bikes. You might not be around, and then, you know, a family member may want to ride it or whatever the case may be. And I guarantee you, by having that lock on there, that'll prevent somebody from just putting regular gas in your bike without you knowing. You know, worst case scenario, you have family around or something. But overall, man, it's a great bike to have. Like I said once before, you know, 2025 Ryker Can-Am review. This is a 900 Ryker. You know, I encourage anybody to go buy one. I've been thinking about changing out my headlights to the eyes. You know, they got, I forget the website, but it's a website you can go on. And they sell, I guess it's like a template. They got like eyeballs. It's like, maybe make your bike look real aggressive. I might install that on this bike also, man. But that's it, man. If y'all have any questions, concerns about the Ryker, y'all let me know. Y'all let me know, man. I'm just sliding around. Sometimes I ride this bike around the house, man. I ride this bike all the way around. I got one of my cars blocking, so I don't want to go that way. Oh, I almost hit the tree. I would have felt so bad trying to drive in my hand and end up hitting the tree. I thought my Mustang was blocking. It's not even blocking, y'all. I could have swore I thought that car was blocking. But yeah, man. That's my Ryker. Got the Mustang in the cut.